What's good, everybody in the building, man? Today, guys, we have a review of the upcoming Jordan 5 Lucky Green. So, guys, today we have the Jordan 5 Lucky Green set to release on February 28th for a retail price point of $200. Now, these are actually a women's exclusive. And from what I've seen, this is not a women's exclusive in extended sizes. Just a regular women's exclusive that is capped off at the 12 in the women's department. Bam! Lucky Green is what it seems. The Jordan 5 Lucky Green is a Jordan 5 in a fire red type of color palette, swapped out for those Lucky Green accents throughout the whole entire shoe. You do have, and maybe you would say more so, along the lines of that black toe, but that toe that is black is also featured in that 3M material. These are a size 10, which is the equivalent to a man's size 9.5, and I believe that size 12 in the women's is a size 10.5 in men's. So if you are a guy wanting to get your hands on a pair of these, the biggest size you can go is a size 10.5. Women's exclusives or women's sizes only, I've said it before, I think it was kind of a gimmick in a way for Jordan brand to charge women $200 for a sneaker. Why you say that? Because before the women Jordan started really popping up, a lot of these shoes were in those grade school sizes. For instance, my wife, she wears a 4Y and she wears a 5.5 in women's. When it comes to certain shoes that she likes that are women Jordans, she's gonna spend that $200. Whereas if she has a shoe that she likes, like the reimagined 4 Bread that was a grade school, and I probably got this number wrong because I can't remember, but I think it's like 130, 140 when it comes to the grade school Jordans at the end of the day. So there's a big price difference there. And I think that, you know, Nike, Jordan brand seen an opportunity, but at the same time they did, I want to be 100% honest and call it down the middle, they wanted to cater as well to women and give women something that they can get exclusively. However, men still jump on and buy them and review them. Hey, I'm even, you know, call me out if you want on that as well. Me personally, I think that this shoe overall is it's a very nice color. It's a very basic one, that is. It's just a Jordan 5 with the green, Lucky Green color palette added on to it. I can already see these probably being one of the other shoes that would definitely be on the lower end and below the retail market in the secondary market when these bad boys release. So more than likely, you don't have to go out and spend retail on this particular shoe. I want to make sure you guys save your money at the end of the day. I don't want you to go out there and get your cantaloupe cracked if you can save a couple of extra bucks. Because right now, where you're currently at in today's economy, saving $1 or $2 can go a long way. I know, not even being sponsored when I say this, guys, I promise. I recently signed up to Rocket Money and it pulls out like all my bills and stuff. And I was getting rid of subscriptions and all sorts of this stupid stuff that I've been seeing, that I've been spending money on for months now and not even knowing. And just to let you guys know, it's not like Rocket Money only. You got Credit Karma, Rocket Money, Albert. There's tons of those apps out there. You should just definitely check it out. Sorry to bring money into it, but saving money goes a long way, especially right now. The shoe, though, is slightly different than your typical Jordan 5. I got to give it up to that. The actual webbing on the side, the little webbing on the side and the tongue is not the typical translucent that we're so used to seeing. It's actually whited out, like straight white. You cannot see through it or see anything through it. It's all white. I like that. It's something different. At the same time, it does look like it will be something that can, you know, attract more dirt and show more dirt, because we do know when it comes to the icy blue or the milky type of netting, those things over time turn yellow. And if you're someone that's brand new, what I'm speaking on is that right there. You can see mine are already yellowing on my fire red 5s, which I love them. I need to put some more wears in them, but they age. But I have no issue with that yellowing. I like it. It just shows age. I like it. But that's something maybe we'll see potentially happening down the pipeline with this one. We'll just have to wait and see. Nike Air on the back, of course, on this fire red, but typical Jordan 5s nowadays come with the actual Jumpman on the back. And of course, when they come and do the old school, they throw that because that's what originally was on the back of these shoes. Moving forward, though, to now, this is, you know, current day for the most part. as stated, 3M on the tongue. The actual cut of the shoe is mimicking, and they still are keeping that same shape on the current 5s for the most part. Don't see any differences on that. And this shape is more closer to the original Jordan 5 that released back in 1990. So they have been sticking with the shape of that OG. The Jordan 5 has over time had some different shapes and sizes and cuts throughout the years. More recently than not, I would say that they kind of have transition back to that original shape of the Jordan 5, which is a real lower front cap for the actual toe box, whereas before it kind of was a little bit higher up, and also just even on the ankle pods a little bit more slim than the early 2010s to mid-late 2010s, where the pods were a little bit way more bulky. You got on the outsole here, just your typical Jordan 5 outsole. They did not make that white. They kept that translucent, which has a slight tint of blue. It's actually not that much tinted though compared to your typical tint that you see. Now these are the fire reds and these are them. You know, these are older and these look a little bit more tinted to me, in my opinion, compared to these. I don't know if it's the green. I don't know if the green is playing part, because this is translucent. Believe it or not, you know, underneath the midsole there's green here as well, so maybe that's playing some part within this, making that color look a certain type of way. Let me grab these green bean 5s that are actually a little bit more new. These came out, I want to say in 2020. Yeah, these came out in 2022, so these are really recent. I just want to show y'all the outsoles there. You can see that there's just like a slight difference, in my opinion, how these look, but these look closer, but there's just seems to be still slightly different. But at the same time, I think I only like worn these like this for on foot, so these are still like in a dead stock overall tone. But yeah, to each his own. You got the 23 on the back. That is not always featured. Like for instance, this fire red, no 23. This lucky green, no 23. Sometimes there is feature there with the 23 on the back as well. So you kind of, you know, get that sometimes you don't. The lucky green aspect, if I had to take a guess, you know, a lot of the times Jordan Brand does lucky green to kind of commemorate the Boston Celtics, of course, being that rivalry between Michael Jordan and Larry Bird very, very early on in his career. The Boston Celtics always had that rivalry with the Bulls, you know, as well as with the Lakers as well. Salute to my Lakers. But we've seen that lucky green color be utilized on these 5s. We've seen it being utilized on 13s. We've seen it being utilized on the Jordan 1. And majority of the time, they have a lot to do with that Boston Celtic. I don't know, you know, there really hasn't been any storytelling for this particular shoe. It's called the lucky green. Obviously, luck of the Irish, you know, the 4-leaf clover, lucky, St. Patrick's, all that goes to the Boston Celtics at the end of the day. But $200, releasing on the 28th. It is a leap year, so it's not the last day of February. For me, it's a pass, but you know, for someone out there, they might want to get them, man. Just be on the lookout. Keep your eyes on the market, because maybe you don't have to spend that $200. You might be able to spend it less. Just keep your eyes on there. But if you want to be safe, because there is Fugazis out there that can get you cantaloupe crack, you know, you can always just go buy straight from Nike on a day release. Also, the box, women's Air Jordan 5 white / lucky green, size 10. Check it out. The box, pretty typical. Nothing special. It is what it is. But yeah, that's it, man. Lucky Green 5, releasing soon. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section, and I'm going to end you guys and girls off with an on-foot review.